Thank you for all being here. As we all know, presence is, time is one of the very important things that we'll never get back. So you guys being here right now from our heart, from the Frequency School, we send you our love and our gratitude for being here today. So today we'll be sharing a little bit about what we do, what's the power of connection, music, the story. As she mentioned, I started from Detroit, Michigan, far, far away. I had no idea, not even my wildest dreams, would I be able to go around the world and share these experiences. I got a chance to produce for a lot of the great artists of this time, and I was on this journey going up in terms of my career, but at the same time, I got slapped with some quote-unquote negative news, because now I look at everything as a yin and yang, but I got a cancer diagnosis. And during this time, of course, my physical body was in pain, and, but my mind was still strong. I knew that this journey had some meaning and some intention for me. And during this time, a lot of people started sharing with me different healing modalities, from science, spirituality, from the east to west, all of these different ways that music and, many different modalities can be used for heal us, for wellness. But what really resonated with me was the power of sound. As she mentioned, I realized that there's a huge scale of reach from music, and we're reaching millions of people through this sound. And when I started to learn about things like binaural beats, which are specific frequencies that change your brainwave state, when I started to learn about the monk's mantra, which was a repetition of certain frequencies that changed them to different states of consciousness, which is similar to what we do in pop music. There are always these repetition songs, like in Justin's song, it says, baby, baby, baby. I'm like, oh, this is like a mantra, So I started to see the connection of these two worlds, and wanted to bring it into the world. At the time when I brought it, when I told my record label at Universal, they were like, what is this guy talking about? He sounds crazy. He's speaking about all of these things, about invisible frequencies and how they can help us. But then the pandemic came, and people started to look for tools for mental health, for wellness, for all of these things. So I was thinking, and this is why I look at everything as a yin and yang. We may go through some experiences that at the beginning seem like they're the worst things in the world, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Stanford speech, commencement speech from Steve Jobs. He talks about you can only connect the dots looking backwards. And so now I'm really grateful for my cancer experience, because without that, there's no way I'm here. There's no way I started the Frequency School with our co-founders, where now we're bringing all of these ideas, mental health, emotional intelligence, wellness, to the next generation. And I believe that if these things are normalized, we can change the world in one generation through ripple effects, through us, caring and thinking about the next person, and how can we be all playing on one accord in the symphony of life. Each person has a unique instrument and sound that only you can play, but when we're playing together, it's beautiful. When we're as solo artists, individual, ignoring the next person, and just, if I'm drumming over here, imagine the band is playing and this guy's just playing his own solo piano and this guy's playing, doesn't sound so beautiful. So all of us coming together is what we're all about, and in the spirit of collaboration is what we'll be talking about. Just to take a short time, I know we've had so much information, so many back-to-back talks, all of these things. So I was thinking we could start with, I created a short piece of music, and I used the frequency 432 hertz, which is in connection with the Schumann resonance, the Earth's natural frequency. Some people believe it helps us to ground in. But while this plays, if we can just reflect, I love to go to the spirit of gratitude, to think about what am I grateful for, what am I thankful for. So while this music is playing, there's nothing you can do. If you want to close your eyes, you can. If you want to talk, you can, whatever. But just take a moment to, be present, to be here now, to settle into the space, to a lot of the information that we've heard today kind of process into us. And then we'll get started with some other great things. So just listen to this very short piece of music, about 3 minutes, and then we'll get into the rest of the experience. Let's play it. But there we go. Now that we are centered and brought into this space, I would like to bring on stage co-founder of the Frequency School, one of the co-founders, and moderator Martina Fuchs from just joining us, and we will continue the experience. Yes.
München, hallo, was geht ab? Ich bin aus der Schweiz, so spreche ich also Schweizerdeutsch. Nein, Schweizerdeutsch is a bit hard to understand, so let's switch to English. I'm really happy to be here with the Frequency School. It's our first time in Munich, and big thank you to Steffi and the entire team for making this DLD experience such an amazing success. Thank you very much. As Maejor introduced, we are with the co-founders Lee, Kingsley and Aaron on a world tour to bring our global vision of sound therapy, music, wellness, mental health, well-being and education to all the 195 countries in the world. Speaking of the 195, we set a new Guinness World Record last year. Many of you have already listened to it. It's the first song in the world that united every country on the planet, all the 195, and one woman per country said the word equality in her native language or mother tongue, and Maejor used the 528 Hertz love frequency. For that, the sound of birds and the heartbeat of the women. You can check it out on YouTube as well as on our Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube channels as well. We had a really big year apart from that Guinness World Records because on 11/11, which we call the Unity Day now because of the number 1, and this is one of our missions to really bring people together in unity, in peace and harmony, in balance. We launched the very first World Frequency Day as a new international day that will be celebrated from now on until infinity, hopefully. We had global activations and events in Dubai, where we are also expanding our presence. We celebrated at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. this global moment, which then turned into a global movement with people around the world launching satellite activations, yoga sessions, meditations, sound bath, DJ, jam concerts and parties and so on. So please join us on this 11/11 in 2026 as well, and we look, of course, for partners and supporters as well. Now we are on the road to Davos, like many of you, and on Monday, January the 19th, we are going to have our first frequency circle, so a circle a little bit like here, where we want to bring conscious leadership into the world of business, politics, and civil society. So check with us afterwards the sign-up procedures and registrations. We would love to feature many of you there as well. Then we are also expanding our impact initiative. Philanthropy is very important for the Frequency School. We are building music studios in underserved communities for poor children around the world, with the first 2 now being launched with our partner Harmony House in New Delhi. Another one in Dharamshala that Maejor has also visited to produce a song for the 90th birthday of the Dalai Lama. The next one is now being built in Soweto, in Johannesburg in South Africa, and then another one in Brazil, in Fortaleza. So we look for partners and like-minded people who are also into music and supporting the next generation with such initiatives. So that's us in a nutshell. But I would love to welcome our partner Benjamin Buthmann, founder of Tropic. Hey, Benjamin. Happy Friday to you, great to have you. Tell us a little bit about Tropic and what you're doing with the Frequency School also, how this whole team up came about.
So really happy to be here, first time on the DLD. I think it's a really cool combination of people coming here together, and it's kind of similar here with us, coming from a total different world, from the tech world. I'm running a company where we are helping young founders, more experienced founders, whoever who has a great idea and needs the technical support. So we're joining there and we're investing in companies really early and by helping them bring their product visions to life, plugging in all the network they need to scale it and build an actual business and a company out of it, help them through the first funding rounds, and that's what we're doing. And we met each other a couple of years ago on another convention, and then this friendship was created, and then we said, okay, we're going to join forces and build a platform for the Frequency School where all the people that you just mentioned all over the world can connect in one place and come together, can start initiatives, and have an experience, and all the content have a place to live on.
Coming together is very important. We have the slogan at the Frequency School, which is tuned in together. So that is very much our mantra here. Benjamin, tell us a little bit about the community app that you have produced for us, the Frequency School. And by the way, check it out. Today's our soft launch of the Frequency School app. You can find it on the App Store, and we also have a link, so you can scan the QR code and you will find more information.
Yeah, so the overall idea is to support what you're already doing with the Frequency School and give it basically a digital place to live in. By giving people all over the world, independent if they're in India or if they're in Brazil or if they're in Dubai or wherever they are, have a community where they can join, where they can exchange their ideas, they can have sessions together virtually, and all under the umbrella of the Frequency School. So you can join different circles. You can, of course, have the sessions. There will be a lot of content probably coming from your site, so that people can enjoy the music at home and can be online with you guys.
It's all about community. We had over the last 2 days the opportunity to have a frequency room on the other side of the hall on the first floor. So it's still going on tomorrow if you're still here until noon. And Petra, for example, our dear friend, has already checked it out. Thank you so much. It's an experience where you can just relax, de-stress a little bit, because these conferences can be quite high energy and loud, which is exciting, but sometimes we just want to escape for a couple of moments, and Maejor had several tracks there. Tell us more about the Frequency Room.
Absolutely. I'm starting to look at almost everything in life as a yin-yang, which is why I like your necklace here, and I have also the yin and yang on my sock, but it's everything. So there's, as I spoke about my cancer experience, which was a very challenging experience, it gave the opportunity for, me to get into the wellness and music. And so when we think about experiences like this, there's so much high energy and so much information. We want to make one space where you can have the ability to kind of go inward, to take a second to breathe, to really process everything you're doing. So it's basically a balancing space. It's available for any of you guys who want to go in there. It's called the Frequency Room. There's music playing, soft music, lighting. You could take, a little meditation, a nap. There's people in there sleeping, just getting a recharge to be able to kind of balance. I think that when everything is so high, and even when we talk about frequency, some people talk about high frequency, but if you think about a song, there's a spectrum, and there's only a certain range that the human ear can hear, and you need both the high frequencies and the low frequencies balancing together, and that's what creates the beauty. So, there's always needs the contrast, and so this is, the intention behind this place, and we've been creating these kind of safe spaces for reflection, for growth, in many places around the world where, sometimes I even did one at an electronic music festival where they had this super high energy, most people are boom, 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 bumping, and then you go into this one zone, which is called the vibration forest. It was an opportunity for you to kind of reflect before you go back out and charge back up.
And our mission is really to take the frequencies to spaces, forests, planets, whatever around the world. So we're very eager to collaborate, of course, and we're also going to take the Frequency Room to Davos. So those of you who are going to be at the WEF, we partner up with a company called Within Darkness Retreats, where you can also have an experience of complete darkness and the sound that Maejor is producing. Speaking of community, Maejor, you always say that music is the universal language, and of course also art. We have Hans-Ulrich Oberis here afterwards. Art, culture combines us all. How important is that for you to really spread this message around the world?
Yeah, so one of the reasons I'm so happy to collaborate with Ben and his team with the app is to bringing people together, like music, regardless of what language we speak, regardless of where we come from, our age. Music is one of those things that can bring us together. And I believe that togetherness is the importance of, one of my main goals in life is dissolving the illusion of separation. For us to remember that we're all one, we're all connected, we're all part of the same symphony, of that same source, that same original sound. And when we can do that better, through bringing community, which is why, the intention behind the app, so people can come together, find people who are in a similar harmony. Unison is when we all play the same note, and that's a nice thing, but harmony is when there's each person playing their own, but they're working together, and that's a rich, beautiful feeling. So to take that as a music metaphor, to bring that into life, is one of the reasons why we're so excited about the community app. And as she mentioned, right now it's live on the App Store. You just type in the Frequency School, and it's an opportunity to connect with people who are, on a similar vibe with you all over the world. So this is, the next frontier is bringing us all together. When we remember that we're one, we don't want to fight each other. We don't want to hurt each other. Like, why would I hurt myself? I wouldn't hammer my own hand, because I realize that it's this. Somehow when we see others, we have this illusion that they're separate. But if we can dissolve this through things like music, through things like art, through conversation, through community, we believe that makes the world a better place.
And that's also why we have, yes, big round of applause to that. This is also why we launched the World Frequency Day on 11/11, because of the number one, to spread that unity around the world. What's next for you, Benjamin? More such collaborations which bring the world together and connect people?
Yeah, I think that's definitely one part of what we're doing with we're helping creators build their own community places where they can bring their followers together. But on top of that, I think for us on our list is a lot to give founders whatever they need to build their products, because we went through that journey a lot. I know it's a total different area and total different bubble, but like I said in the beginning, it's a cool mixture to see it here. But you learn a lot on that journey as a founder. You go through a lot of ups and downs, and I think what we learned over the last years is that you need to go into those ups and downs. But if you find the right people who can help you navigate that, that will definitely help you accelerate and improve your products, improve whatever you're doing. Really significantly, and that's the main vision that we have with Trophic, to help this ecosystem build what we're all going to use maybe tomorrow or the day after.
And speaking of ups and downs, that is what frequency is. It's going up and down. There's a vibration of a wave of that. So contrast again. It's great for us to talk, and it's great for us to do that. But I was thinking it would be great if we could end with one last piece that I created at 444 hertz frequency, which most people don't know, that all music in modern time, since the 1930s, they did this standardization act where music became put all on one frequency, regardless of what genre. Before, music was created at different frequencies around the world for different intentions. Even if you look at the ancient symbol from Chinese for music and medicine, it's very similar. So, it used to be music was a tool for community, all of this. So I've started to, go back and explore some of these alternate frequencies in the experience. So to kind of close out the session, created one piece that, to let us to be able to absorb all of the information, and just to be able to, go out and send that ripple effect to everyone that we know, of positive, good energy, of love, and just keep sharing that with everyone. So if we can hold on to something loving in our mind while we're listening to this, we can create a group resonance of energy that extends far beyond this space, and we can continue to all go up together. So if we don't mind, that we can listen to one more short piece, about 3 minutes, and then we're done. We're out of here. So let's hear it. Let's play the next one. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Dankeschön.